everyone, this is Amanda and this is Building Characters. As you can see, I'm still in my room. I changed scenery to make it a little bit easier to focus because my last video was a little bit out of focus. But anyway, today is the very last day for Rom Com. I've been looking at a lot of Rom Com recommended lists, just trying to research because I have not seen a whole lot. And there are some weird recommendations on these lists sometimes. Did you know that people think that 500 Days of Summer is a romantic comedy? Maybe it's just me, but I really don't consider 500 Days of Summer a romantic comedy. This is the problem with genres though, because you can mix and mash them together and it doesn't have to be just one. The main criteria for romantic comedy seems to be really only two things. It must have romance and it must have comedy. Seems pretty simple. The problem with this though is that a lot of movies want to add romantic subplots, even when they're not needed. This is the problem I kind of had with the Star Wars film, The Last Jedi. We did not need a Finn and Rose kiss scene. It just wasn't needed. They could have just been friends. You didn't have to add any romance to it. And I think because of this, a lot of movies get categorized as romantic comedies, even though they're not really what I would consider romantic comedies. To me, a romantic comedy is only a romantic comedy when the romance is the main plot. The comedy is really only a reaction to the plot, if that makes sense. For example, in like Hitch, the two male characters, their whole goal is to find love. The comedy comes from their attempts to do this, their failures, their successes, their interactions with each other trying to figure out how to do this. But the main story and the main focus is always on the romantic part. And don't get me wrong, a romantic comedy can still be mixed with other genres. For example, The Princess Bride. I saw that on one of the recommended lists. I never really thought of The Princess Bride as a romantic comedy, but it is. It fits all of my personal criteria, and it's still a parody. Silver Linings Playbook. It's an amazing drama and still a romantic comedy. So romantic comedies can be more than just the typical happy genre. Although now that I think about it, 500 Days of Summer, its main plot is the romantic plot. I mean, the whole plot of the story is this guy trying to get a girl to love him, and he wants that typical happy ending that he sees in films and stuff. But I mean, it doesn't happen. I mean, there's romance and there's comedy. People consider The Graduate as a romantic comedy, which I greatly disagree with. I mean, it has a romantic plot, but it's not the main purpose of the story. In fact, the romantic plot doesn't even come in until like halfway through the movie. Another one that really threw me off was About a Boy. Now, I'll be honest, I have not watched this movie. I read the book, and the book is not a romantic comedy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it has comedy, a lot of comedy, and it has like a romantic subplot, but that's not the main purpose of the story. I don't know if 500 Days of Summer is a romantic comedy though. Like, part of me wants to say romantic comedies end happy, but I've already said that that's not true. I mean, I guess it would be a romantic comedy in that case. I don't know, is the main plot about the guy figuring out that he doesn't need the woman? Because like, doesn't he just go after another woman after her anyway at the end? Maybe it is a romantic comedy. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a good thing if it is a romantic comedy, because it's like a sad romantic comedy, which is pretty rare. So that's kind of cool. Well, I guess that's the perfect way to end this month, is figuring out that 500 Days of Summer is a romantic comedy, I guess. Let me know in the comments what kind of romantic comedies that you guys like that might not be the typical happy romantic comedy genre. And if you want to see more videos, sketches, short films, my face, hit that subscribe button, like this video for me. My name's Amanda, and as always, I'll see you next time.